Max, do I need to make you co-host or have you done that automatically?
Yes.
Which?
Me co-host, please.
Okay, there you go.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning. We're starting to wake up on this wonderful Thursday morning. Getting ready for a combo class where we'll do just a little bit of everything.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Boy, people are coming in quickly this morning. This must be a favorite.
We can't wait to get started.
Oh boy. Okay. Give me a minute here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Excuse me. I have a little bit of allergy stuff going on here, so I apologize in advance if I have a little noise, coughing, or such.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Leslie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Sabina. Good morning. Wow, we're up to 31 already.
Good morning.
Nice job.
Morning.
Morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Drew, are you a first timer?
I am a first timer, and obviously I'm a wrong timer because everybody seems like they're ready to move, and I'm sitting on the couch.
That's
You're
all
gonna-
right. If you just need to watch for the first time and figure out if this is for you, you go right ahead.
No, I know it's for me. I run a little fitness class here in the morning, but we don't start until 9:30, so I'm gonna get the info.
Okay. So this is a very gentle class. I try to design it for people of all fitness levels, even those who are largely sedentary and haven't really exercised before. And then I'll offer some challenges if you have a little more energy and strength to up the game. But anyway, so glad that you all are here. See a lot of my regulars here this morning. We're already up at 38. There's Ed at the beach. Hi there, Ed. Good to see you all. Let me start my camera. Where's my pointer here? Come on now. Oh my goodness. I have that spinning wheel. You guys, I'm not sure what's happening. It says my meeting is not responding.
Oh.
I know. Can you hear me? Sounds like you're all hearing me, but my whole computer.
Okay.
We hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I can't get the camera to turn on. Wait, there it is. Oh, thank goodness.
We
Oh,
can
I'm
see
so
you.
sorry. I'm really sorry. Now we're running behind. We're still streaming and recording, right, Max? All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. I'll buzz through my slides. Host disabled participant screen saving. Okay, so I can't. I don't know if I can't even spotlight myself. Hey, Max, are you here? Max?
Yes.
So I lost my meeting and had to sign back in, and now I'm not the host. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now we got it. So you've spotlighted me. Thank you. Because I just had the spinning wheel and nothing was working. So you guys, I'm going to just go ahead and get started. I don't even know if I can share my screen at this point, and I know you're anxious to get started. So, you know, we're here on Get Set Up, training and educational platform. If you want a recording of the session, email help@getsetup.io. My name is Stacy. I'm your guide this morning, and I'm from the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. I've been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s, and I really apologize for the technical issues, but we're going to go ahead and get started.
Stacy,
Thanks.
you are host now. Can you please make me co-host?
I don't know. You're asking me a lot here because nothing is working. Here, let me see. No, it's not an option. It says you're already co-host, Max. According to my list of participants, you are already co-host.
All good. Thank you.
Okay, sure. I hope that's working, you guys. Again, I apologize. I'm not good with technical issues. All right, so let's get started. Make sure you have your water with you. Drink before, during, and after exercising. Today's class is a combo class. So we do a little cardio and a little strength training with light weights and maybe even a few balance challenges. Let's get started with a gentle march in place. Find your own pace. We're doing our warm up here. So the idea is to just very gently increase our energy expenditure this morning. Marching in place. And you know when I'm talking that you can just continue with the exercise that I last demonstrated. And we're gonna move it to a gentle step touch. Nice and easy right here. Keeping your arms below your waist. Just stepping side to side. Side to side. Step side to side. Keep it nice and gentle, and let's take it back to the marching. We're marching right here. Your hips are squarely underneath your torso, upright, diaphragm is lifted, shoulders down and back. Good posture, everybody, good posture. And let's take those feet apart, a little bit wider than the hips if you can, and back to the regular, normal hip width walking or marching position. And let's take it wide again right here for 8, right and left, 6 and 4, and back to your regular normal positioning. And 4, 3, 2, feet wide apart right here. Here it is. And 4, 3, 2, last one, feet together. And 4, 3, 2, step touch. Here we go. Step touch. Keeping those arms low and finding your own comfortable speed for the movements this morning. And now we're going to take it to heel digs. So we're just stretching out one heel in front. The arms are still low, waist height or below. As you just reach out one heel, lifting the toes toward the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, back to your march right here. And 4 more right and left. 2, last 1, take it wide. That's it. Now you can go a little bit wider, maybe lift your knees a little higher, working on using just a bit more energy. Bring your feet back in together. And step touch right here. I'm lifting my arms and just kind of swinging them, bringing them up more now to shoulder height. Gentle swings right here. You can make this movement larger by taking up more space or keep it small, whatever is comfortable for you today. And moving on to heel digs right here. And we're going to reach our arms, opposite arm as leg, reaching forward right here. And 2 more. Last one, hamstring curls. We're just bending the lower leg up behind your body. And I want you to do little biceps curls with that. Biceps curls right here as you bend your knee, bringing your heel up behind your body. Keeping it at whatever height works for you. If you can just lift your foot off the floor this morning, that's great. But if you got it with a little more energy and you want to pick up those heels, aiming toward your booty, you can do that too. And 4, 3, 2, let's do this one more time from the top, marching right here. Right here, little bit more energy. Let's press forward with your march. So your arms are at shoulder height, right here. Nice posture, everybody. Long neck. Think about your head being lifted, shoulders pressed down and back. And now let's take those feet wide apart and press open side. Press to the side. And 4 more, 3 more, 2, last 1, feet back together right here. Let's do pumping arms, nice and strong with your march. Lift those knees if you can. And let's take it up to heel digs with a bigger reach now. Bigger reach, like big diagonal arms. Heels in front, reaching one leg out and then the other. Reach. And 4, 3, 2, hamstring curls. And pull it back. Arms are about shoulder height. Nice and strong. Pull back, pull back. Pull, pull. That's it. Feel strong, diaphragm is lifted. Make sure you're breathing. And 4, 3, 2, march in place. Here we go. All right, we're gonna start with round 1 of our combo. It will be circuit training format, 5 exercises. 3 are cardio, 2 will be using weights. So get your light weights handy. And remember, we will be doing 60 seconds of each exercise, and I'll cue you when to change and what's coming next. But I often challenge you to try and remember yourself what is the next exercise so you can engage your brain as well as your body this morning. So our first exercise is a front and side knee lift like this, right? Forward and side, alternating legs. And we're going to do a biceps curl to the front and a lift to the side, right here. Front and side, front and side, front and side. And it doesn't have to be high. Remember, this can be a very low lift, just barely lifting your heel and toes off the floor. But the goal is lifting that knee like a high stepping march to the front and open side. We have only 20 seconds to go. Front and side, 10 seconds, you got it. At your own pace, take a break if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab light weights, light weights. We're gonna do our front, side, and back arm raises right here, lifting forward to shoulder height, return to hip, side and return, and back and return. Notice when you do that back lifting, there's not a lot of range of motion available for that lift. Take this at your own pace, and if you're not using weights today, that's okay. You will benefit from the motion. Just working on the range of motion of your shoulders is positive for your body today. Front, side, and back arm raises with a light weight. We have about 15 more seconds. Time for one more round. Front, side, and back. All right, weights down. Next exercise, straight leg raises to the rear. So you're going to just lift your leg behind you, right here. Keep your arms low. You can open them to the side. The goal is to squeeze your buttocks muscles so your leg goes directly behind you and not out here to the side somewhere, which is actually easier. Doesn't put quite as much tension on the hips if you're kicking out here to the side back diagonal. So squeeze and work toward getting your leg straight behind you, and it's a low leg lift. We're not trying to do a high lift or anything. Just if you can just clear your foot from the floor, that's great. And we have low arms right here, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your light weights for Arnold presses. If you remember from the weight class on Wednesdays, our Arnold presses is a compound move with a biceps curl and an overhead press. Return to the shoulders and back down. On this biceps curl, keep your elbows tight by your sides. When you press overhead, make sure the weights are slightly in front of your body, not back at the midline of your body where you have less control. 30 more seconds. Take this at your own pace. Diaphragm lifted, good posture. And remember to hold the weights gently, just tight enough so you don't drop them, but not squeezing. 10 more seconds. One more time, I think we've got it. And put the weights down. Stop You open your legs just slightly with your toes pointing at 11 and 1 o'clock. We're gonna just take a straight leg rock side to side. We're gonna do 4 rocks and then a balance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Now we're going to march a little bit and change legs so we can start with our other foot. Rock, 2, 3, 4, and hold right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. March a little bit. Start again with the other leg. Rock, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Rock, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Rock, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Last one, and we're going to switch starting from the top again. Woo! And here we go with our knee lifts, 60 seconds, front and side, lifting forward and to the side. Bigger arms this time, right? Alternating legs, front and side. Take it at your own speed. A little bit of momentum helps your balance, but if you need a chair or to hold on to the counter or the wall, just make sure that you are stable. I don't want anybody to lose their balance and fall down. Our goal is to work on strengthening all the muscles of our body so we have good balance and we're not at risk of falls. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab those light weights for arm raises. This is our second round through the first exercise series in our combo training circuit this morning. So we're lifting from hip level, palms are down. Lift, return, strong through the torso, front, side, and back. Return, front, side, and back. Front, side, and back. Front, side, and back. We have 15 more seconds. Front, side, and back. Front, side. This is the last one. And back, weights down. Straight leg raises to the rear, and we're going to lift our arms up overhead. So we're using more energy. Round 2 should be slightly more challenging than round 1, and round 3 will be the most challenging. But if you're more comfortable staying at the level I demonstrate for round 1, you be sure to stay there. Only challenge yourself when you feel ready. And if you need to take a break at any time, do so. Take that break and then rejoin us. 15 more seconds. This minute is a long one, isn't it? Straight leg raises to the back. This is the third exercise in our first circuit series. Who remembers what's next? We're going to be using our weights, and we got Arnold presses coming up. So grab them. This is that combo move with the biceps curl and the overhead press. Return to the shoulders and down. Long, strong torso and down. Curl, press, return and down. Curl right here, press overhead and down. 15 more seconds. Good. Up and down one more time, and that's it. That's it for this 60-second rotation. And down, put the weights down, and let's do our rock side to side with balance. This time, let's rock for 5 in balance. I think that will automatically shift our legs a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can use these diagonal arms. We'll provide a counterweight for you. Here we are. Yeah, that worked out better. 30 more seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, and balance. Now your knees shouldn't be completely locked. Think about a lengthened long leg, but you want your knees to be just slightly soft because they provide the shock absorption that you may need if you're a little off kilter. One more time to the right and left. That should finish up our minute. Here we go. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, and we have one more round of these 5 exercises. Ready? Grab some water if you need to before this round. I know I do. All right, it's front side knee lifts. Here we go. Front and side, lifting arms right here. Lift, shoulder height, straight arms, reaching nice and long. Take this at your own pace. Maybe it's a little faster than when we first started out. Momentum helps with balance. Forward and side, knee lift. Knee lift, front and side. Knee lift. Yes. 20 more seconds. And 10 more seconds. Man, this is a long minute. I think I miscounted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab those weights for your arm raises, front, side, back. Let's try not to waste any time in between. Front to the hips, lift side to the hips, and back behind you. When you press to the back, feel those shoulder blades squeezing, sliding in toward your spine. That's it. Lift front. Keep the elbows soft. And if your range of motion or strength level only allows for a partial lift, that is perfectly okay. And we're not lifting any higher than shoulders. Even those of you who have the energy and strength, just lift to shoulder height right here. Nice and strong. 15 more seconds. Front and side. Squeeze it to the back. One more time. Front, side, back. Side and back. Straight leg raises. Let's get right into it. Big arms this time, right? Straight leg raises to the back. If you have the energy to take a slight knee bend in between each lift, that will cause you to use more energy Get that heart rate up there just a bit. Lift, lift. And if you need a chair, because this is not easy and it requires some balance, or maybe you're holding onto the wall or a counter nearby. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab those weights for Arnold presses. Biceps curl, overhead press, nice and strong at your own pace. Lift, return, and down. Elbows tight by your waist. And when you press overhead, remember to keep the weights slightly in front of your body. You should be able to see them within your peripheral vision without looking up, right? Back and down. Tight elbows by the waist. So your upper arm is squeezed in by your sides. That isolates the biceps for that first movement. 15 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Last exercise of this circuit. So it's our rock side to side. 5 count, rock, and then hold. 4, 5, hold here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold here. Now you notice I up the pace a little bit. You don't have to. Whatever works for you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold here. 20 more seconds. 3, 4, 5, and hold. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And 5 more seconds. So this is going to be the last one, right and left. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold here. All right, we're going to move into our second circuit. Grab your water, a little bit of a drink. This circuit is just weights. It's 5 exercises with your light weights. I'm going to take it down to my 2 pounds, and we're going to be starting with pull-ups under the chin. So with a wider stance, toes out at 11 and 3, chest is lifted nice and strong. Just pull the weights right up under your chin and return. Now you can use just one weight for this and hold it with both hands, or like I'm doing, I have the 2 weights butted end to end. Elbows nice and high. And if your range of motion is just to the chest or just to the waist, you work it where you've got it. You'll have 3 opportunities to adjust. 20 more seconds. Lift nice and tall. Keep the movement smooth and controlled on the lift and the return. Lift and down. Get those elbows up and return. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with the weights in front of you at chest height, we're going to do our step side squat or not, because remember, if your knees can't handle bending this morning, you can just take a straight leg, step to the side, and return. If you're about the squat today and you've got a little more strength in your knees and you're able to make that bend, keep the knees facing forward over the toes, center your balance, and return. We're alternating sides. So that's why I call this step side squat or not. Strengthening the knees actually involves working the muscles that connect to the knee, with the quadriceps being the largest, and it's very important in knee strength. Right here. So I'm just making a small bend this morning. With each round, I may go a little deeper. Keep it very small. Knees directing over the toes. So that's the direction. We have 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do the step front squats. So you can hold the weights here by your hips. And as you step forward, make it a small step and on the diagonal. Like, I don't want you to try and step directly in front of your other foot, but keep it out to the side. So your right foot is forward on a diagonal, toes face front. The back heel comes up if you're bending your knees. Keep the weight centered. Just do a gentle bend to the knee and return. Alternating legs and return. And if you're not squatting, just step forward and back today. Step forward and back. If you are squatting, again, keep the knees over the toes. Very gentle bend to the knees in our first round. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Biceps curls for 60 seconds. So right here, again, upper arm tight by the body, elbows in. I'm using the palms up positioning this morning for this first round. From the hips to the shoulders, and I have my feet open in a slightly wider than my shoulders is my stance. My toes are slightly out, maybe not even as much as 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock positioning. And I'm trying to keep the movement as smooth and controlled as possible, not stopping at the top or the bottom, but making the motion continuous for these 60 seconds at whatever pace you have chosen. And keep your breathing smooth and natural. Remember to make your grip on the weights very light and gentle, only tight enough so you don't drop them. We don't want any broken toes this morning. 10 more seconds. Up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And since we worked the biceps, what do you think is next? Triceps. Of course, we work those muscles in opposition. So working the triceps, we're going to just hinge forward ever so slightly from the hips, lifting the elbows. So if you can see my elbows, I'm squeezing my elbows tight behind. I have my weights here at my hips, and I'm just going to extend my lower arm out. The hinging forward from the hips is only done to give me a little bit more range of motion. If I were doing this upright, although I could do it, it doesn't quite feel as natural, but that's me. You pick your position. So if you like a little bit of a hinge forward, I have my knees slightly bent to protect my back, and my core is tight. So remember all that core work that we do on Mondays. My belly button is pulled into my spine. That's also protecting my lower back. 10 more seconds, folks. 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull-ups under the chin. So we're right here in that beginning exercise. Here, lift and return. Pull up and return for 60 seconds. Pulling up and return. Lift and lower. Pull up. Feeling nice and strong in the shoulders. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Check your head. A little bit of movement here to make sure that you're not tensing through the shoulders. 30 more seconds. You guys are doing a great job keeping up and modifying for your own level this morning. Always remember to listen to your own body. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step side squat or not. I got my weights right here. I'm going to go a little bit deeper with my step side squats this time. So I'm right here and together. Step side and together. Now the goal in a squat, even though it's small, is for the tailbone to be reaching down and back so that your knees in the bend, if you're doing this bend, much of a knee bend here in your squat, so that your knees don't wind up over your toes. I'm going to do it to the side so you can see. See how I lead with my tailbone and my lower leg stays virtually perpendicular to the floor. Lead with the tailbone. It's a very off balance feeling. I often tell people it's as if you're going to sit down, but there's no chair there. So you go part way and you have to come back up. If you were to go straight down in a squat, see how the knees go way forward, and that's not a safe position for knees. So lead back with that tailbone, and I talked you through it, so we've only got 5 more seconds to go. And here, step front, squat or not. Same thing, remember to step front on the diagonal. Just do a gentle break to the knees, not very deep. Right here. I'm almost running into my wall in my effort for you to see my lower legs. I have my weights right here in front of my chest, and you know, I hold them in close to my body too. That also gives me a better stability. And I'm stepping forward, right and left. 15 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do a set of biceps curls using the hammer curl position, which is with your palms facing inward. Still, elbows tight right here. Pull it up to the shoulders for 60 seconds right here. Nice and strong torso, diaphragm lifted. Try and keep the movement smooth and continuous without a pause at the top or the bottom. Let's just keep a continuous movement here. Bringing it up and return. 15 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Triceps. So remember, we're going to hinge forward slightly, lifting the elbows nice and high with the weights starting right here at the hips. Extend behind for 60 seconds right here. This is our second round of our second circuit. And rather than do a third round, I'm going to go into our third circuit, which is just 4 exercises. So we'll see if we can get through at least one round of that one before I begin to bring you down and do a little bit of a stretch. 15 more seconds. We're right here. Check your neck. Make sure you're not holding tension there. Extend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've completed 2 rounds of that second circuit, which was all weights and pretty intense. I'm going to go ahead and put my weights down, grab a little bit of water. All right, let's start and see if we can get a little bit of our third round in, our third circuit. First exercise is half jacks. That looks like this. As if you're doing a jumping jack, but you're not jumping, and you're only doing one side at a time, right and left, and that's why we call it half jacks. Now I'm only lifting my arms to shoulder height. If we get to do the second round, I'll do full arms all the way up overhead. That would look like this. But for here, we're just right here. One arm or one leg out and then together. Both arms going to the side. Here it is. 15 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you grab your weights real quick for another weight training strengthening exercise for 60 seconds, alternating overhead presses. Starting at the shoulder, right up and left up. Remember that your arms at full extension are still a little bit forward of the midline of the body, not back by your ear here, where you don't have a lot of control over that weight. That positioning also puts additional strain on your shoulders. So you want to keep the movement within the range of motion that's not going to cause additional damage, but will just strengthen those shoulders. I love that many of you have included in your feedback that your shoulders feel stronger. That's important. That's really what we're working on here. And return. And return. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's do a little tiny bit of gentle cardio with the next exercise. It's my favorite, grapevine. Step, cross, step right here. Step, cross, step, and tap. Step, cross, step, tap. And let's add rainbow arms. And remember, when we do a grapevine, you can make it as small as you need to, or you can take up the room like this. And that takes a lot more energy. But we're coming down. We're toward the end of our session this morning. I apologize again for getting off to a late start with some technical issues on my end. Take this at your own pace. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab weights, light weights. Last exercise is curtsy squats. So we're going to step behind, crossing over like this, as if we were going to do a curtsy, and return to a wide leg stance. So step, cross behind, slight bend, and return. Cross behind, slight bend, and return. Cross behind and return. And if you don't want to bend your knees, remember that's okay too. Just give a little rock right here into that cross-legged step, cross, bend if you can, if you're comfortable there today. Yesterday was leg day for me, and I am feeling this through my quadriceps and hamstrings. I can really feel it. This exercise uses different muscles, doesn't it? You can feel it a little bit more on the outside of your quads and into your hips. And by hips, I mean your glutes as well. Step, cross behind. One more time to the right and left. Good. Put the weights down. Let's begin to lower our heart rate and bring our energy level back with a very gentle grapevine. Moving to the side, keep it small. If you want to do anything with your arms, keep them waist level or lower. You can do that rainbow to the bottom. Swinging your arms side to side as we begin to lower our energy expenditure this morning. One more time to each side, right here, and now let's do heel digs in front, keeping it rather low. Just have my heel going forward, opposite arm, reaching as well, but it's at hip level. Keeping my torso lifted. Remember to keep your microphones muted during the session. Right here, just gentle. Let's take a mark. Marching right here. This really small, we're barely lifting our knees and hardly clearing our feet from the floor. Step touch, step touch, step touch. And let's take it smaller. Keep your feet basically right under your shoulders and hips. Nice and small. And now let's take it a little bit wider. And 4 more, 3, 2, last one, and hold it here. And I want you to just rock side to side. And as you rock to each side, just lift your heel off the floor. Keep your feet down. We're not gonna do a lift, but just toes stay touching the floor as you just lift your heel right here. Heel up, heel lifting as you rock side to side. 4, 3, 2, hold right here, and let's take a knee bend and lift. Very gentle if you can. I just want to do 4 with a soft break to the knees. Knees over the toes, toes facing 11 and 1. Here's the last one. Hold it right here. Hold it if you can. We're going to do our stretch. Reach to the side, up overhead. Use this arm for support on your thigh and reach long to the side. Torso faces forward, not twisting. Face forward. Relax your fingers and wiggle them just slightly. Reach, stretch, and let's go to the other side. Out, up, and over. Stretch those fingers, reach nice and long. Torso facing forward, elbow up over the ear is the goal. Feeling that stretch from the armpit to the hips and release. And let's take a nice inhale, coming up. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Grab some water if you need to and stay with me for a final meditation. We'll do some breath work and have some positive affirmations to take with us into the day. So since we didn't work with a chair today, you're going to be standing for our little bit of breath work. So just don't close your eyes, but stand in a comfortable position. Begin to bring your awareness to your breathing. Hopefully it has returned to your normal rate and rhythm, so your breathing feels more comfortable. You're not gasping for air, but if you feel prompted, deep breath and sigh. Go ahead and do that. A deep breath and a sigh is an indication that your body needs a little bit more oxygen. Give it what it needs. Okay, always follow the promptings of your body. Bring your awareness to your breathing and notice the rise and fall of your diaphragm, your rib cage, as your lungs fill with air today. And it's sunny where I am today, so I'm going to imagine that the air that I take in is a beautiful sunny yellow. It's a happy color. It feels like joy, and I'm bringing in all of that positive spirit with my inhale, and I'm releasing the gray, dark, dreary, stressful, worrisome thoughts with my exhale. One more time with a nice inhale, imagining a glorious yellow color to the air I'm drawing into my lungs, and releasing the dark, gloomy worries. And as you continue with the awareness of your breathing and focus on the rise and fall of your lungs, the intake and exhale of your breath, I want you to think these positive thoughts to take with you today. I release the need to be in control of how things should be. That word should can be dangerous. We use it so often. I should be able to do this. I should get all this stuff done today. I should be better at my job. I should have a bigger savings account. Whatever it is, release that today and allow things to just be. Accept that and be okay with it. I open the doors to new learning and new experiences, especially with this fitness class.
Okay.
Today, I will focus on just what's important in my life, not all the extra stuff, the things I should do, or what other people should do. Just what's really important to me, my family, people who are immediately in my world. And finally, I want you to take this one today. My mind is at peace. I hope yours is too. I'm going to grab my water and come on up and share my closing screen. Hopefully I'm able to do that. Hopefully my working. There we go. I don't know, you guys, it's just spinning again. That's what I had in the beginning. That circle just spinning. Well, if it doesn't start up, I'll just talk. Thank you for joining me this morning. The important email to remember is help@getsetup.io. And that's the email where you want to, here it's coming, but not fast enough, where you can request a copy of today's recording and you can provide feedback, you can ask questions and perhaps get technical support if that is needed. I apologize for this issue with my computer. I don't know what's going on with it. Clearly something's happening. You see that still spinning. It's not evenly loaded. Be on the lookout for the email that will come from Get Set Up that will provide you with the opportunity to provide feedback for us, as well as let Get Set Up know if you would like to host a class, or maybe there's a class that you would like to teach that we haven't offered yet. So you can just let us know about that. I'm done with this not loading, and I bet it won't even let me stop share and end the class at this point. Yep, I was right. All right, you guys, I'm gonna have to say goodbye and figure out how to get out of this. Love you all. Thanks for coming. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Stacy. Stacy, can you please tell people to mute themselves in future classes? Because I found it
I
distracting.
keep trying to. Yes, indeed. I will remind everyone, and thank you for that feedback. Have a great